mistake baked into how most of us think about the free download. We treat the opt-in as the goal. Someone downloads and the job is done. On to the next post. But the opt-in was never the goal. It was the first conversation. And if nothing happens after someone says yes to that conversation, they don't conclude you're busy. They conclude you didn't actually want to talk to them. The 3 to 5 days after an opt-in are the highest trust window you'll ever get with that person. Closer than they'll ever be again until they've bought something. Most digital product businesses spend that window in total silence, and then they wonder why the sales page a week later gets ignored. There are 3 specific gaps I now check in this order. 1, the delivery gap. Does the download arrive instantly, or does someone wait wondering if it worked? Every hour of confusion in that window costs you trust before your first real email even arrives. Number 2, the follow-up gap. Is there a structured sequence picking up within the first 24 hours, or does the next contact happen whenever you remember to post next? And 3, the relevance gap. Does what you send next actually continue the conversation the download started, or does it jump to something completely unrelated, like a discount for a product or a code that they haven't even seen yet? Here's the part that surprised me the most, going back to my own numbers. The fix was never sending more emails. Sending more into a gap that's already a timing or relevance problem doesn't close the gap. It just adds noise to it. The fix is making sure the very next thing someone sees continues the exact conversation the opt-in started.
Someone downloads your blueprint. For a second, it feels like a win. A new lead, a new name on the list. Then, nothing. No reply, no click, and 3 weeks later, you check the list and they've unsubscribed, or even worse, they're still there, silently ignoring every mail you send. You start blaming the lead, wrong audience, not serious, just collecting freebies. But here's what the data on lead nurture actually shows. An under-nurtured lead and a cold lead are not the same thing. A cold lead was never interested. An under-nurtured lead had real interest and lost it in the silence you left them in. Today, I want to show you exactly where that silence happens in a digital product business and the fix. Hi, I'm Michelle Fourie, founder of Profitable Presence Company. I spent decades in senior marketing and brand strategy roles at international companies, including Nokia and Huawei, delivering campaigns that grew market share by double digits, leading teams of 25 and working with 100 celebrity influencers, producing returns of over 1 to 35. When I left corporate life to build a family, I found the same gap most capable parents find. No clear path back to the level of income without sacrificing your presence at home. Profitable Presence Company is built on everything those decades taught me about what actually converts. Structured, strategic, and simplified, so that what took me years to master takes you weeks to implement. Everything I teach is built on systems I have lived personally.
This is the same principle I watched shape entire campaign timelines in corporate brand strategy, long before I built anything of my own. A length of a sequence mattered less than whether each tool actually answered the question the last one raised. That's the whole job of a nurture sequence, not persistence, continuation. Concretely, here's what closing the gap looks like. Instant delivery, confirmed. A first follow-up within 24 hours isn't a pitch. It continues the exact problem the download promised to solve, and a reason to hear from you again that isn't random but scheduled, which is exactly why I built the weekly upgrade. a standing Friday touch point so nobody who downloads the blueprint goes quiet by default. Check your own gap this week. Time your own opt-in. If there's more than a day of silence before the next real touch, that's not a minor delay. That's where the sale is going to go lost. If this video gave you clarity on the opt-in gap, that is exactly what it was built to do. The free blueprint and the presence method details are both pinned in the comments below. Subscribe for one focused strategic video every Thursday. No noise, no hype, just the building blocks that actually matter. I will see you again next Thursday. Until then, take one step towards the business you are building, because you were not built to choose between earning well and being present. You were built to do both. Earn well, live present, and God bless.